Okay, I think we are. I'm hoping that this is going through the same link as my live. Let's see. Hi guys, let me see if it's going through that way. We have an incredible show tonight. Let me check something out. Let's see here. Um, Let me see what this looks like. Oh, right. It did. Okay, we are live. Hi, everybody. Um, all right, I am really, really sorry that I am late. Um, a lot has gone on today. A lot. Um, I am going to be getting Arbana on the phone. We're going to do this live. Um, she has really opened up to me and has told me her story and has given me permission to go about some things, and we are moving forward on a very good speed here to helping find her missing daughter. So we're going to start with pictures that we all just don't know about, right? But before I go into this, everything here I do and say is for the sake of the missing children. Everything I do, say, show, speak about falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Let me see. Wait, where's her other phone number? I have been blessed with the phone number. Having Arbana open up to me. She has been absolutely incredible, and we're working very hard on behalf of her missing daughter. I'm going to have her on. Let me call. Okay, good. We have a good connection.
You called my cell phone.
Is this your cell phone again?
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. I should call the other number?
Yeah, the 573.
Okay, I'll call you right back. Okay, close. Let's see. Where is it? Hold on. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right. This is Arden's mother, the missing daughter. Okay, hello. All right, let's turn your volume. Let's see, is your volume up? Let's see. Let's check it. Was it good?
My volume?
Yeah, I think it needs to be a little louder because before I heard you really well when I just called your cell. But this one's really soft. It's hard to hear you. Yeah. All right, let's see. What? Oh, wait a minute. Try now. Let me hear.
Yes?
Oh, there we go. All right, you are good. Okay. All right, so um, we're going to have our conversation with my community here in the community here on YouTube. We are all in on my channel here, WCIA, have our thought process on the summer. I call them Summerwell's missing children. Tonight we're talking about Arden Pepion'S. This is her daughter that went missing last April of 2021. Was it the 22nd?
Yes.
Okay, April 22nd, she went missing. Through all of my past videos, those who have been following me know that I have been showing particular elements. A lot of people have given me criticism. A lot of people have called me crazy. A lot of people have, I would say, been bullying me. And I didn't really give a shit, is what I could say. Because there are missing children that are just like her daughter that is missing for a year, that falls within the same elements. I'm proud to say that I have made a very good connection with Arbana, and she has a strength inside of her to tell her story. It really takes, to me, someone quite special to be able to do that. Because she's, correct me if I'm wrong, Arbana, you're putting your ass on the line because it's something that is really stepping out, right?
Yes.
So I'm not going to be opening up, I'm not going to be asking, you're not going to be asking her any questions. This is a conversation between me and her. And I will look at the questions when we're done and I will ask if I feel it's appropriate. Okay, Arbana, I'd like to introduce you to all my little listeners here at WCIA Network. We have been busting our asses here to find the missing children, just like your daughter. It's a judgment-free channel. There's no criticism here. I don't go after the people that are guilty. I go after the story that needs to be told. That's what we do here. We go after the story that needs to be told. And I know that there's a lot of people that get pissed off when they hear the truth and see the truth coming through because they are scared. They're scared for themselves. They're scared for whatever situation they are in. So, Arbana, I would like to have you start. And what we could do here is start with your story and tell us a little bit about your daughter.
My daughter, she was 3 years old. Her name is Arden Pepion'S, and we called her Arden. That was her nickname, and she was the best thing about her was probably her. She had a really smart-ass smirk, but it was a smart-ass smirk to where you fell in love with her. And she expressed herself through music. She actually, for 3 years old, she was actually trying to do TikTok videos.
Take us back to the day that she went missing. Take us back to what that looked like and what that day looked like to you.
When I didn't even know that she was missing until almost 10 hours later. And that was the friend's mom that told me. So when that happened, it was like blizzarding out, and you couldn't even
Now,
running my
ex-
that
it, can you explain to the people that are going to ask, why did it take 10 hours? You explain to them the situation where your daughter was, that she wasn't with you. That's important.
my mom Sarah was actually supposed to be taking care of my kids, and she let Hawks babysit, and that's my sister's boyfriend.
Okay.
And he said that he was shooting his gun, and it's where he was shooting. It was this. You wouldn't think that he would actually take a 3-year-old out right there. And he admitted that when he was shooting, that she was running in front of him, and then he said that about 15 minutes later, he noticed that she was gone.
Okay. So you were told that 10 hours later. Your first response when you heard that, did you feel as if she was taken, or did you feel as if she was shot and then taken? Like, where's the gun playing?
I actually at first I thought she was shot.
Uh-huh.
And he panicked.
Uh-huh.
The story that he tells it does not add up. But see, when still on that first day, they told me what was going on, and I got arrested because I wanted more answers.
So, knowing what you know today, and after our conversation, we've been discussing these elements that come up in the missing children's cases. The elements seem to appear in most, if not all, photos and videos of your daughter being gone. So many a times on this channel, I have put up, I showed you pictures of your daughter in the middle of you and your husband, and I'm like, what's that thing connected to her head? And I'm asking you all these questions, and let me put that picture up, and asking you all these questions about, what is this? Like, can you help identify this stuff so we could help find your daughter, right? So
Yes.
when I started showing her the elements, and then showing these holes in the ground and the maroon boxes and all the little elements I've been talking about, what did you say to me? What was your first response when I'm like, do you get this? Do you know what this is? I mean, what is this?
My first response was, what the fuck? I thought I was the only one.
Okay, so...
And I understood everything, and it was just weird that somebody else actually... I'm not crazy,
Correct. So I'm going to keep this one up here, and what I'm going to put up here, let me open up a different one. Tell me about, let's select like 3 main elements that you feel that is going to break this case open. Let's talk about the maroon box first. I've shown this maroon box for for months. The maroon, I don't know if it's a box, I don't know if it's a door, I don't know if it's a doorway in something, but it is maroon and it's a box. And there's kind of like, it looks like a number 5 on the front, but it could just be the zigzag of a 5. When did you first start seeing that?
When I first started seeing it, when I was searching for my daughter around this house.
Mm-hmm. And the maroon box around this house, and you don't have to tell the location because we have given these locations are being given to the authorities. We have had a long day today, so when you go to that house that we discussed is the place they're probably going to go. Walk me through what that looks like and where it is and what does it look like. Like, kind of bring yourself back to that moment.
It's abandoned, and in order to get up to the actual house, you actually have to almost climb like a ladder, or we just used a truck to climb in there, and the house is full of boxes, and it just, I don't know, just weird because there's like kid stuff everywhere. And
did you ever take any photos of it?
Yeah.
Do you have any of those photos that you could share? Like, if you sent them to my email, I could share them and we could talk about it.
Let's see, I think I have that folder already set up.
Because here at this channel, we've been looking at it through blurry visions, through trying to just get a real snip of information between each frame, right?
Yeah.
And here, I don't know if you have your Facebook open. I think that if you could send it through Facebook because I have it open.
Okay.
And then I could plop it in. Because we have seen the houses filled with kids' stuff. We've seen it in Candace Wells' house. We've seen it in the Chris Watts case. We've seen it in the Harmony case. The Serenity case. I don't remember seeing any of that from oh wow. Wow. I. Okay, I totally see what this is. Okay, so let me see how
Yeah, there's more.
Okay. Let's start with this one. I'm starting with the first one, the one where there's those tires, because the tires and the bike tires and all that you're looking at is going to make sense to my listeners. I found one of the little girls, Harmony Montgomery, hiding inside one of those tires. Have you ever seen something like that?
You'll get it when I sent you 25, and that's just the bottom of the house. And there's a big hole to where we actually have to duck to get in under there.
Okay, so here's my question. Has any authority been over to this house to look at all this that you're showing me?
No.
And why is that?
They're just too fucking lazy.
And how many kids have gone missing within your area?
There's been a few. Arden's the youngest.
What's the age range between the kids that have gone missing?
About like maybe see 8 to 10.
Okay. Did you say you sent me 25 pictures?
Yep. There's.
Oh, I received one.
I know it's just. I had to download.
Okay, you could just send it one at a time and I'll send them. So right now we're looking at this. So this is a location. So where's the hole? Is there a hole underneath here? Is there a hole in the middle?
It really looks like it under the couch that you will see. Because I wanted to go back there.
Well, you will be going back there with the FBI. This is where you're going to be going. Here's some more pictures. So the second photo, I see the holes in the ground. Do you feel as if the children, this is where they were kept?
Yeah.
Where did you hear the children screaming from underneath the ground?
Right around that area. It's in a field and it's almost by itself, and there's trees in the back, and then it hits the river. And every time I kept walking away, I kept looking at my husband, and I was like, "What is that?" And then he's like, "I don't hear nothing." And I was like, "No, I swear to God, I hear Mom."
I heard Mom in your video, in the scream. I heard Mom. I heard the screeches. And that's what I sent to my FBI guy. And that's what really kind of got him to be like, you know. Okay, so when did you first go to this? Did you find this place prior to your daughter missing? Or is this something that you found once she was missing?
This is what I found once she went missing.
How far is this from your home?
From my parents' it's about 45 minutes. But from where I live, because I moved to the area, it's about 5-minute drive. Because I wanted to stay as close as I can so I can watch.
And the maroon boxes, where would the maroon boxes be within, looking at something like this? Where do you think those boxes come into play?
It would be on top. And
oh, I see the tunnel. Okay. Here. Okay. So the picture that I am showing right now is, let me send this one to you so you see. Oh, I just closed. I'm showing the one where you're looking down into the ground, like the tunnel, kind of like down under.
oh yeah, I know that really. I don't know. I just thought it was weird.
Would you consider this something that's on your parents' property?
It's not on my parents' property, but it's actually on one of my searchers. She's part of my search and rescue group, and it's on her property, but Hawks, the one that was last with my daughter, he always goes over this area. This area and where the area that she went
Is this
And she don't go down there very often.
is this close to where you heard the screams, or no?
But it's the exact spot.
Was that at night?
No, it was. I used my my camera, not my phone camera, but the camera that I bought to actually, start making memories with my kids, and that was a
Okay, so I see a maroon box. I'm about to put it up. There's a maroon box. There's a maroon box on it's a maroon. Here, let me open. It's a maroon box to the side. One of your pictures you see like blue, and then you have like orange. It looks like electrical rope.
yeah.
So I don't know what the front of that box looks like, but that's the color of the boxes that I look for. I'm going through these. Are there any photos in here that would show those hearts that we were talking about?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I got that one because I was
Can you
actually trying.
Yeah, could you talk a little bit about that?
Remember when we were talking about the locations?
Yes.
They could be separate locations. There is. I didn't take pictures of that place because I had to walk to it, and it was probably about half a mile. And it was weird because everything in it was all cleaned out, like really fresh cleaned, to where it seemed like somebody just grabbed everything and tried to pack up everything, and that's where I seen like I don't know, it wasn't like a sheet, but I think it was like a curtain or something. But the heart, it was left in that room, and there was a bed, but I couldn't make it down to the basement for some reason. Every time I opened that door, I had something pushing me back to where it felt kind of uneasy.
Uh-huh.
So my husband just told me, if you feel that way, don't go down there.
What did the heart look like?
It was what was it? It did. I hate to say it. It's just the material had red on it.
Did it look, was it like a tube, or was it like a mesh? Was it like thin? Was it round?
It was like a mesh. It was just, yeah. I don't know. I just can't say it.
What makes, okay, I can tell you all these bicycles. Do you know anything? Why are there so many bicycles?
No. And the one thing that kept bothering me is when I was able to talk to Arden, like when she first went missing, she kept saying physical. And
What do you mean she kept saying? How do you know what she was saying?
she, what is she?
Wh-
Round, and, you know, I don't know, it was when I was sleeping and she was trying to show me.
Are you saying spiritually or are you saying physically?
Spiritually, I guess you can say the best thing.
So inside, when I blow up one of these photos and I copy and paste, I see the white sticks with the hearts, and that is right next to the orange rope and the blue tarp. There are tarps.
Yeah,
They're definitely tarps.
yeah, they are dogs.
And
It's weird because you, I don't know, somebody contacted me and told me look for tarps.
a psychic? Like who's somebody?
Somebody local.
Now, why would someone local say that to you? Like that's like if my friend called me and said look for tarps, I'd be like, where the fuck is my daughter?
No, it's just me. I keep the door in and everything. It just
Like why? What makes her feel as if you should look for tarps?
she just said that she bought some mess from a person that was talking about my daughter.
So she bought meth from a person that was talking about your daughter. Is that person local or is that person traveling?
Local.
Is that person live somewhat by this area?
Yeah, it actually overlooks it. If you're actually on the residence, you can see that house. The trees are not even in the way. And now, well, see, they were there when she first went missing, but now they boarded up their house, and I don't see them anymore.
You know, it'd be very interesting to find out who put these bicycles here because many of, if not each, of the missing children had a bike. They were given a bike, had a bike. They're all pictured with a bicycle, and that goes all the way back to Amber Alert, the little girl who went missing, and they named the Amber Alert after her. And she has all the same information. And her last photo was her riding a bike in an open field. And I thought that was very strange. And then Summer Moon Wells, which is interesting, they posted a picture with her with a bike.
Yeah, I seen that.
And it had little stars on it too. And these bikes
They all look similar.
uh-huh. Did your daughter have a bike?
We was just gonna give her a bike.
Who?
My husband and I were gonna give her a bike.
But she didn't get one, right? Or no?
No.
Do you feel as if she's still alive?
that she's alive. And trust me, there's always, we really want her to be alive, but I don't know when I dream and everything, it's just weird because it seems like she's trying to, I don't know if she's like trying to really connect to me the hardest, but if she did pass on, at least you don't have to live in this world where it's cruel.
Can you repeat what you just said?
At least you don't have to live in this world that's cruel.
So do you think that she would be in a better place if she's not here?
If she passed on, yes.
Do you feel as if she was taken for some sort of a sacrifice? For someone else's purpose, for someone else's needs, beliefs, resurrection, new world, better world? Does any of that hit you?
Yes.
That's
The
why.
whole area, they were leaving certain things, and we would show up one day, and then all of a sudden, it'd be completely different.
Okay, we're going to go a little deeper on that. Okay, show up where?
Where she went missing,
Mm-hmm.
there would be a fire pit, but the fire pit, we had a drone, and when we were looking at the fire pit from above, it had the star, the circle. It was just, I actually really had to start searching on everything of that. And then when I looked deeper, they actually leave certain things. It's like a triangle, and then, but within the stuff that I was always finding like certain like bones, and it's just weird.
So where would you find the certain bones? Would those bones be by the fire, or would they be by your house? Where do you find those?
It would be actually where she went missing, to where the house that the pictures that I just sent you, and then from that house, like I told you, that was all boarded up.
So this house that you sent me, it's got all these old tires, like in the ones that I have posted right now, you guys, these here, you would find bones by the inside of this muck. And because what I do see here, if you could confirm this with me, the photo that says vote art.
Oh.
Vote art.
Yeah.
Let me grab it. If you can look closely to that photo, I see the mesh and I see the hearts. So let me look closer and tell me. I'm going to crop it. Here it is. It's kind of right under the word art. It's like rocks. But the red hearts, I do see them, or is that just playing tricks on my eyes? Did you ever see them here?
You know what? That is freaking crazy.
And that wood and the window, that looks like a real window that is built inside the rock. Am I wrong or am I right? That looks like a one-way window.
Yeah.
Open up the one that says vote art.
Yeah, I know. It just I can't. Like when I'm there, I can't.
I see that it's built into the cement wall, and that is a one-way window because I see the maroon. This looks to me exactly how the rooms look because this has the trim around the window. Wait, I'm going to put it up so my listeners could see. And it's maroon. I'm going to get it a little closer. And it's like stuck. It's stuck inside the cement. So you,
Yeah, it is. I
yeah.
can't move it.
Do you remember seeing it that way?
I couldn't move it.
You couldn't move it.
And when I would like try to slide the window open, I couldn't do it.
So
I couldn't actually. It was pushing me back to where I couldn't.
you mean the energy was pushing you back, or it was pushing you back? Like
No, the energy was pushing me back.
because
And I've never been scared, and that literally scared me.
because I see the cross on there, I see the hearts in there. I could see within that window is what I'm saying. I could see within this goes, and this is what I'm good at. I could see that goes inside and it goes straight like a tunnel. Like it's not a room. It's like it's a box.
Yeah. Like the whole room would be a box.
Did you see those anywhere else like that?
No.
And this was this investigated the correct way or?
No. Hell no.
So this to me would be this has to be on our list because we have been watching these kids, and what's very common across the board, these kids get gifts. These kids get like as if it's like Christmas, you know. And I see I see this paper here, you guys. I'm putting it up here. I see the Marvel gifts. I see the girls the exact same wrapping that I saw in Serenities. I see costumes. I see princess costumes that all the kids wear. I see it. This is a playroom. And that's like in there I see like a Cinderella tent. Did you ever come across all of these kind of elements that you saw like right in front of you? Like when you saw the wrapping paper, like where did you think this was all coming from? Like this is a place that obviously can't afford to do anything, but yet these are boxes filled with gifts, right? What did you
Yeah.
This isn't garbage, this is evidence. Because most likely the FBI will be able to connect this information to the missing children's photos because they are loaded in them. Did your daughter I know you weren't with her for a bit though, right? So it's
Yeah.
kind of difficult.
I, my husband and I didn't see my daughter or our daughter for a whole year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And the last memories we have of seeing her are not the ones that we want. Because it was, my mom is a freaking cruel fucking person.
You need to go deeper with this.
And
Let's start. When you say a year, you didn't see her for a year before she went missing?
my mom accused my husband of touching our girls. CPS came, removed them, and my husband was in jail for 3 months. He was in jail February of 2021. And the day that he got released was the same day that she went missing.
Oh God. I feel your pain. I feel it.
And we still don't have our girls, but we was able to see our girls 19 months. It took us 19 months to get visitations to see our girls.
Was she solely in the hands of your mom's care?
Yep, all of them are. They still are.
Where's the godmother fit in?
She was there. I kind of knew her from the distance at first, and my husband was best friends with her brother-in-law, and they're very, very good people. And when Arden went missing, that they were first on scene because they live in Med where she went missing, and he was the only one that actually got out of his vehicle and looked constantly and told the cops, you gotta search here, you gotta search here, and he literally got kicked away.
So what I hear so far is they said your daughter went missing the day when your husband was released. Did you get a glimpse of her before she was missing?
When she went missing?
Yes.
When I went down to the house.
Your parents' house.
When I went down to the house where she was supposed to be, and it was there was a lot of energy there to where the people that live there have actually murdered my husband's cousin, and they were never convicted.
All right, I have a very hard question to ask you. And please don't, I'm not asking disrespectfully, or I'm just asking this question because we're all here to find your daughter. Do you feel as if your mom is responsible for your daughter being missing?
Yeah.
Do you feel as if your mom is harming your daughter?
I have paperwork to prove that she was.
And not to be disrespectful, I would like to know what that looks like. Is that harming her in a way of sacrificing things? Like I showed you those blood things and
Yeah. Okay. So my mom was actually throwing my daughter Arden as a punishment. She
wait,
would,
what did you say?
as a punishment that she would do to Arden, would spank her with a belt until she was bruised, and also throw her in a cold shower. And my mom is greedy. She's very fucking greedy.
Have
All
you
she sees is a paycheck.
paycheck from who?
When she looks at my kids, that's all she sees is a paycheck. It's a free paycheck.
What does that mean? Why would she get a paycheck for holding your kids?
She actually went after Aaron and I separately and tried to get child support from both of us. And I just went to child support and I told him, fuck no, I'm not paying this because I'm still married to him and he shouldn't have to pay nothing.
Have you ever seen your mom? Were you raised when you were raised by your parents, correct?
I was raised by my dad.
Okay, and where was your mom?
Out whoring around and going back and forth to Arizona and back to Montana.
Okay. Were you raised in a family that believes in the resurrection and all this stuff that the kids, are sacrificed for this? I'm trying to get to a point here.
I wasn't, but when I raised my sister, because my mom was gone for the whole time, I was still in high school and everything, and my sister Kimberly, she actually went through that phase, and she still had books on it. And then when I searched deeper, when Arden went missing, her boyfriend Hawks actually
Does what?
he believes into that.
So, another tough question. What does that look like? Like, tell me about that. What does that look like in comparison to the elements that we are seeing? Where does that play, and how do the elements play into that kind of a typical storyboard?
So I was talking to my husband about it because, it didn't make sense to me.
Correct.
And I just kind of threw it out there, and I was like, and I almost wanted to start laughing until I caught myself in that. My husband's like, what? And I was like, do you think she was sacrificed to where that they can get away with everything? Do you think that's the reason why your cousin was killed, and then Arden went missing. Like, do you think that they have to do that
How old was
every
his
now and then?
How old was his cousin?
I can't remember. But
Young?
yeah, I think
Approximately.
was in high school or something like that. But he was actually stabbed in front of our grocery store in town. They knew who did it, but nothing happened. And that's the same family.
So I know intuitively, I know you have a picture in your mind right now. Don't be afraid to speak, and don't be afraid to speak what you think you see, because I have been showing this for a year. When you say, do you think our daughter was sacrificed? What is it that you see was done to her? What does that look like to you? Slowly, slowly. Take a deep breath.
Oh,
Just slowly. Just close your eyes. Just close.
I know what it looks like. It just I've never told my husband.
I think you have to speak it. It's very important to the children's story. It's very important to these children who are trying to get justice and they need their story told. And you are right now a vehicle to do that. So I would really love to see what you see in your brain. It's very important.
I don't even know how to explain how it's almost as if they really tortured her. And
Wait, go back. But what does that look like?
they raped her.
Okay. Who's they?
It's Hawks, his brother, my sister, his auntie, her husband, and his cousin, who's a girl too.
All of them raped her. Is that part of the sacrifice?
It's just the beginning.
From there, what happened to her? It's okay. It's okay. Just take deep breaths. Just take deep breaths and put yourself in the eyes of the children as if you're speaking for them. You're speaking for them. It needs to be told. It's the only way they get justice. Close your eyes. Just close your eyes as if you're in a room by yourself. And just speak.
They would.
You could do it. You could do this.
They would actually keep them alive for a while. It's like, I don't know. It seems like it's like 3 days or I don't know. But like you said, they were getting gifts, and that's why they.
Okay, back up. Wait, back up. When you say they kept them alive, what are they, how are they keeping them alive? What do they look like and what are they going through? During those 3 days, what is happening?
They're under something.
Under, what does that mean? What does that look like?
It's dark. There's dirt.
Are they under the ground or are you saying under something medicated?
There's only one way out.
Okay, let's back up. We understand your daughter went through a horrific rape. Then where did they bring her and what did they do?
I can't see where they actually bring her.
What do you mean it's under dirt?
The ground is dirt. It's soft. It's almost like it's black dirt.
Is her body under the dirt? Is her head under the dirt?
No, she actually can crawl. Just like in a small area. They gave her a blanket, a doll.
They gave her a blanket and a doll?
And she's in pajamas.
Blanket, doll, and PJs. Is she by herself or is she with other children?
There's like 2 of the children.
There's 3 of them together?
There's a boy. There's, I want to say, a girl because her head is shaved.
Her head is shaved?
Yeah. Like I don't know, they try to disguise it because my daughter's hair is not that color.
So they put them in this hole with mud, with a blanket, a doll, and pajamas. During those 3 days, what are they doing to them?
They have them like
Dance?
Yeah, like almost like they get a kick out of it.
So right now I see a very, very small area. I can't understand where they're dancing. Are they dancing in that area or do they take them out of that area?
Yeah, they took them out. They're in the
At night, do they go in back into the mud hole?
They would just take them back and forth because they would be drinking and they'd be doing some kind of drug that it looks like meth.
Are the kids drugged?
They would actually give them the alcohol and see, I only see 3 days, but the other 2 kids were there the longest.
I'm going to just ask you to just speak up a little bit. I'm so sorry. What do you mean the other 2 kids were longer?
It seems like they were more comfortable. So, because Arden is still scared. But then, I don't know, she asked Hawks if she can eat. And it looked like she grabbed a baggie. And I think she might have thought it was salt. And then after that, it's like she really got like sick, and she's laying in the back of this rig. And he just told him, if we're gonna do this, we gotta do it now. And
what is this? Do what? What does this look like? What did they do to the kids?
oh man, it's so perfect what they do.
I really want to hear. It's okay. This is what's happening.
I really can't.
What?
I really can't.
You can't?
I can't say it.
You're going to take a deep breath and close your eyes and go within yourself and just speak your truth. You're speaking for your daughter. Speak it. This is why I found you. This is why I'm on the phone with you. It will be very healing.
I can't because my husband's gonna find it.
With or without your husband, this is going to be exposed. So this is a very big moment for you. This moment is about you choosing justice for your daughter or justice for your husband. You need to get justice for your daughter and speak the truth. It's a very big moment in your life right now. It's a very big moment.
Arden wouldn't get justice if my husband finds out.
The story has to be told. Your husband, I don't know your husband. What I'm asking is, don't tell me through Arden. Tell me what you saw, what happens to those children. What do you mean by we have to do it now? Do they put them in a river? Do they kill them? Do they chop them up? What do they do? You're not going to tell me anything that I don't know. Nothing. It's not going to be surprising to me. All it's going to do is give me an affirmation that that is what they're doing. I'm not here to protect anybody. I'm here to give children their voice. I don't care who's guilty. I don't care if your husband's guilty. I have nothing to do with that. I don't care if I ever meet him. I don't care. You are here to close your eyes, go within, speak the truth about what's happening to those children. You've come far. They make them do what?
They make them lay down.
Okay. So they make them lay down where?
In a circle.
Circle surrounded by like that group?
Yeah. And they just they take turns.
Okay. It's okay. Keep going.
And stopping it and they each take a trophy, like a piece of her hair or
So
something of her.
they each take something of her. How do they do that? What does that look like?
Excuse me.
Just take deep breaths.
One of them takes finger.
I can't hear you. So they take turns. They take trophies from her. Some take pieces of hair. What else do they take from her?
Skin.
They take skin. What else do they do? Do they take bones? They take fingers. Okay, you're doing great. They take fingers. Okay. Are they taking this for what? Okay, so let me back up before I even ask you that. They take fingers. What are they doing with the things that they're taking?
They're whispering something to it.
They're praying to it or something?
Yeah.
Are the children sedated, or are they wanting them to feel the pain?
They're sedated.
So they're sedated. Are they already passed on, or are they still sort of alive? Alive. So once they do this circle, is this a circle? Does this circle include that green face that I showed you?
Yeah.
Tell me about that green face. What is that? You have to talk a little louder. It would be what?
The demon?
So they would have a demon. What would be the purpose of having a green-faced demon within their above? They have it above their circle. What's the purpose of that?
When they're doing,
Pardon me?
you know, when they have them lay down and they slowly take trophies, it arises the demon, and it's a child demon.
They arise the child. So that brings the demon out of the child.
No, it actually, the demon is a child.
So is that green face a face? Is that a child's face?
It once was.
So the green face is an actual human face?
From every scene, every time the scene comes up, that demon comes, changes, and changes.
So is that a real human's face and they make it green?
It wants to be an adult.
The demon wants to be an adult. So after they take trophies, what are they doing next? And you have to speak a little louder.
They make them walk and just keep walking.
They have to walk after this is all taken off of them. Do they take arms off?
And some of the kids, yes.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that sometimes they cut them down into just a torso?
Yes.
So
It's depending on what they want. Because every time that they...
could you talk? You got to talk a little louder. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Every time they take a trophy, they each want something from, helping out, they... And it, I don't know how to explain it. Like, like fortune.
I think you have to speak a little louder. Your voice is starting to fade because you're going into a lot of information. Try super hard. So they could, once they take it, where does that body go, whatever's left of it?
They put it in a box.
So whatever's left of the body sits in a box. Is that the maroon box?
Maroon.
What box are they sitting in?
It's either maroon or red.
Maroon or red. So they're in a circle. They take what they believe to be trophies, and then what's left of them goes in a box.
And that's they
What?
they bury it.
They
But they don't know where it's at.
they bury it, and they know where it's at.
Yes, so they can
Oh, you gotta speak up. It is cause
So we can visit?
so they could visit it.
Yeah.
So when I showed you the picture of all those maroon boxes that I saw down under in the tunnel, are those all the maroon boxes in there that were the children?
Yes.
So if you look at your husband's video and you play it slowly, what's behind your husband are all those maroon boxes. That's the room. That's the room that you would have to bring the FBI. Right?
Yeah.
That's the room that you have to bring them to. They don't want to hear the story. The story's very hard to tell. And let me tell you something, you have a lot of courage that you're even up here speaking. I give you a lot of courage because it takes a lot of strength and it takes a lot of courage to be speaking. A lot. And you have no idea how much I appreciate it. And you have no idea how long I have been seeing these visions within my third eye. So when you speak, there's nothing that you have said that is a shocker to me. Nothing. You're speaking the truth, and this is the story. In order to move this forward, because I don't know if they called you yet, but I want to be the one to go with you. I already told Salt Lake City FBI, spoke to them. I get the story and I get to go with.
Yep.
Is this the room that is on your parents' property, or is this the one that's by all those pictures that you just showed us?
It's on my parents.
Okay. So is it fair to say that this is sort of like almost like not a hereditary, like a belief in which came from your mother's side?
I honestly really think so.
How many years difference are you from your sister? She your younger sister?
Yeah.
Your baby sister?
Yeah.
How many years difference are you?
Actually 8 years.
Yeah. So what I see is you were the worker bee in your family. So I think that you were the worker bee and you just did your business, and your sister sort of kind of was raised that way. Like she knows what this is, but you were like the worker bee. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because that's how I taught. I raised her to be that way.
So do they what is this where that mesh, where's that white mesh and the hearts come in? Like where is that? Why are those all over the place? Is that a deep fake?
I have no idea. Because I seen it, and like, unless the police see me see, I don't get it.
What can you tell me a little bit about, if you know, what does nature and trees and twigs have anything to do with this? Does this have anything to do with resoiling the surface of the earth?
Yes, because
Oh, we have to speak up. You definitely have to speak up. When you ranch?
Yeah, we own a big ranch up here.
So when you ranch, are they reusing any of like the human remains? Like human fluids to help the earth?
They they give them to pigs, and then the dropping of the pig.
So they give them to the animals to eat?
Yeah, whatever's in that pen, that's what will make your grass and everything grow a little bit more.
Okay, so that makes sense because in spirit world, the children, especially Summer Moon Wells, consistently says about animals. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because my daughter keeps saying chickens.
The chickens? Do they work with turkeys?
No, but we do have chickens.
You chickens. So, were you the worker bee who helped feed the animals?
Yep, I was actually like I always made a joke of it because it's just funny because my dad and you know we're all girls.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
funny.
I was like, yeah, I should have been the boy, but
No, you're a good girl. You're a good woman. You are. Um, so basically, the pigs would have the evidence of DNA, some sort,
yep,
and that's what they're putting in the ground.
yeah.
Is that what? Do they use sticks? Like what? What is that? What's with the sticks and the tubes?
That's how we made the pen.
Make the what?
Pen where the pigs are.
Oh, are the pens kept by where, like basically those boxes are?
Yeah,
They must. They have to be
like
close by.
like I said, you know, we own one of the biggest ranches here. It's not just one property.
Yeah, you have a very large property.
Yes.
So are the boxes just put randomly in places that are going to be able to fertilize the land?
Yes.
So would that make sense that other farms would do the same thing?
Yeah, because we actually ranch with, we help out some of the smaller ones.
Do you help out any of the farms in Tennessee?
And that part, I don't know. We have my cousin, well, he's almost like my brother.
Uh-huh.
He owns a trucking business.
Which is the trucking business, is that ran
They,
out of Wyoming?
they travel. Let's just say that they travel a lot of places.
So when they travel, what are they traveling with? Are they traveling with those boxes?
Animals and some of them are boxes, but I never looked into it.
So his trucking company would help with the transportation to bring to the other farms.
Yeah,
What's the name of his company?
Fitzpatrick trucking.
What?
Fitzpatrick trucking.
Fitzpatrick?
Yeah,
They're just based in Wyoming.
no, they're based in Browning. They keep
Well, yeah, they don't want to get too big.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's all family that does it.
well, most of these farms that I have checked out, they're all family owned. And it's very deep family ties that I think they do the same thing.
Yeah, then
I think they do the same thing.
yeah, because they his brother is the CEO of one of the biggest companies here.
Your brother, no,
My cousin's brother.
your cousin's brother. Um, what company is that? Is that like a farming company?
No, it's actually it's multiple. They own a casino, they own a hotel, they own gas stations, they own the internet, they own cables, they own the water.
Who is that?
Sai Communications.
Sai.
Yep.
So this is pretty protected.
Yep.
So you have Fritz Company that does transporting. You have the CEO of CI,
Sai.
IE,
Sai.
SIE. Well, I guess that's the fight. That's, and this is I see that
Now you know what kind of fight I'm up to.
you're not going to have to fight. It's not going to be a fight. They're the only ones that are going to have the fight. You will be in your most calm place in your body because there's no fight once you surrender to it. Your fight's over. That's the beautiful thing about telling the truth. Your fight, there's no fight. You have surrendered to the fight. You have been fighting this your whole life. So by you coming out and speaking, that's you surrendering. And then you have to just sit back and let everything else crumble down. Right?
Yeah. Like I said, when my daughter went missing, I lost my whole fucking family. They go all fucking burning out.
So is it fair to say that you probably believe that your daughter is gone?
Yeah.
Do you feel as if the other children are going through the same thing that I brought up to you?
Some of them. But I think the older ones are being kept alive and being shipped around.
They're probably being shipped around through this Fritz company.
It wouldn't even matter if it was that company or not. We're only about 50 miles away from the Canada border.
Yeah, I know. You're right underneath Vancouver.
And there's two places that you can cross the border. And there's one place that they don't really search your vehicle.
Probably not. You know what? Law enforcement these days, they've really it's just very difficult for anyone to take anything seriously.
Yeah, well, ours is just fucking lazy as fuck.
Yeah. Have you ever done anything? Because it's interesting. Don Wells is always in Utah. That's what and he does construction. He's a plaster guy, and he for very very large houses. And he's always plastering houses, and I always thought that he was using some of this shit in his plaster.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
So I feel as if, like, I don't know if that makes sense to you. You know more of the process, but I always felt like there's something with his plaster, because it just makes no sense to me. And why? And would they build things and keep people within their houses? You think other people?
There's actually, believe it or not, there's actually a lot of them that actually do that here, and the law enforcement knows about it, but they don't give a shit because it's either their cousin or their sister. It's just
Wow.
so fucking stupid.
When they build these in the houses, what do those houses look like? At least the ones that you know. Like, where is it there that there? I have a vision. I'm asking because I have been focused in on between the walls. Like, I watched what they do, and it's like they put like lumber, and then they like keep these open spaces. I can't explain it. Like, and it's like between the space between the two walls where the two walls aren't meeting.
Yeah, actually, when I was younger, I would always dream that.
Yeah, it's like it's spaces, like how you would share like a ceiling with the upstairs, but you're not. There's like a space between.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here? Um there has to be a way that you would need to call. I already talked to them, but I would think that you need to go into a safe place and just wait, because they're going to come to you and you're going to walk them over to an area of importance. And from this conversation, I now see that you will know exactly where to go. What are you most comfortable with?
They can call me and meet me at my house. I really don't care because,
Could the could
I'm up to the yin yang, so
Nope, FBI has they don't have to check with anybody. They don't need anyone's approval. I already asked them. They trump everybody.
I know, but if I don't know you, I'll pull my gun.
Oh no, the FBI will never come without knowing. No, you would. They have all of your phone numbers,
Yeah.
and it has to be Salt Lake City. They have both your phone numbers, and she was creating and getting to the right person. So if you could do me a favor, just let me know when they contact you, and there will be a plan for you.
Okay.
You're a really strong woman. Did you ever think that you'd be talking about this?
The only person that would talk about this is my friend, like I told you, when she's around me,
Yeah.
around her.
Is this the same kind of thing as all the other got gone kids? Like, you know how like Lori Vallow did all that, and put her kids, chopped them up and put them in her backyard? Is that like the same kind of a philosophy?
Yeah, we had this one woman that actually killed her child, and she's from here, from Browning.
Uh-huh.
I cannot remember her name. Arden, you you remember that woman's name that killed her kid and drove around in her car with the child wrapped up in her trunk? But yeah, she killed her kid. She's from Browning originally, right? But she lived in Great Falls when that happened, right? So that's Great Falls is about 2 hours away. She literally killed her kid and just drove around with her child in the trunk for, what was it, a month?
Oh my God.
Yep.
Wow. It's pretty much for someone to get to the point to be able to put a child in a circle, and it's very much brainwashing.
And, you know, there was this case. I just found it. I shared it on my Facebook, but it's about this little girl. So Great Falls is 2 hours away from us.
Mm-hmm.
But what the hell is her name? She was a little younger. But no, remember that little girl that CPS had, and that they never checked on her, and then
Oh, and she was in this stairway?
yeah, and like in that room.
Yeah, I said that looked very
murder.
She was under the stairway. Is that the one you're talking about? Stuck between the stairs and the floor?
Oh, no, not that story. This one is like just released. She was only like 3-4 years old, and she was in the custody of her uncle, auntie, and the grandmother kept trying to tell CPS to check on the child, but I guess the child was tortured and killed in the room. And like right above the doorway, it's you, and like in that picture, you know how you have to look down. Well, it's like the same thing in that house, and it said murder right above the door in red.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that many times. I've seen that.
Yeah, but yeah, she was tortured, and then she was finally killed, and the father was in Afghanistan, and I guess he was trying to talk to CPS while he was over there, trying to get his daughter removed.
Wow.
And they never did. And the CPS worker, she hasn't gone to jail yet.
That's crazy. Well, that's the world we're living in, you see. I mean, this is a major problem. No one's checking on their neighbor. They just aren't.
Yeah, and it like that house is just, it really broke my heart because the scene, it was just, if CPS actually did their job like they were supposed to, that child would never have went in that house because it was filthy. I mean, like when they went there to take pictures of the house, there was, like diapers, and she was still in diapers.
Yeah, they're little babies.
Yeah, and there'd be, shit in her diapers, and then this in her bed. Like she had to sleep on a broken bed, like a taller bed. Oh, here it is. October is her name. She was 2 years old.
October?
October.
Wow.
Perez.
Oh my. I could hear in your voice that you have a sense of relief. I do. I do.
But when I looked at the photos, it was just, trust me, you'll get it.
You've seen a lot. Your eyes have seen a lot.
Here, let me share this to you. I'll send it a message.
Yeah.
Because, are we friends under Dana?
What?
No, I said, are we friends under Dana? Or Dana?
Urbana. No, I don't even like. Have a Facebook up just to. I don't even do Facebook.
Okay, I'll send it in Messenger.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I don't build that up at all. I don't have the energy to do it all. I stopped. I couldn't. I had to just stick with one social media. I'm too old. Just it's too much.
I end up in Facebook jail a lot because I just say a lot of shit.
Well, you're the godmother. The godmother needs a very good looking at. Her whole entire Facebook, her profile photo, is the whole entire story. That's the first thing I said to you when I first had you on the phone. I'm like,
I know, it's so weird because she takes these random photos and she's like, it doesn't make sense.
she doesn't realize that people know what that is, and it's not legal. Like it's like putting a picture of yourself on Facebook doing meth. Like I said she basically the whole entire story is in that photo.
Okay.
She should know that. Oh, you just sent it. Oh, where's my Facebook? All right. Let's see. Why is it taking so long to load? Oh. Oh, all these photos. What are they of? That girl?
The house, like, she lived in the basement. That was her bedroom.
Oh my God. How did you, who has these photos? Her bedroom is exactly what we just looked at.
I know, see, that's why I said you would get it.
All right, I'm going to share these with let me get these. So the photos that were just sent to me basically look just like this, but it's a room that a little daughter, a little girl lived in. And you guys are going to know that this, wait, not now. This makes sense. As sick as it sounds, that these photos make sense because this is exactly what that place looks like.
Yeah.
What's with the bicycles? What is with the bicycles?
I don't know. See, that's what I was saying. And like the tarps,
Jesus. And then randomly you just see like brand new wrapping paper.
yeah.
This could be exactly what you just showed us, like easily.
Yeah, and see, this is a crime scene.
Yeah. And as crazy as it sounds, I have been looking at pictures like this for a very long time. This could be the Wells house, easily. Wow.
This is,
Yeah, this is like the photos you just sent.
and there's a red tub.
Wow. It's just like them.
I know when I first seen it, I literally almost got sick.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Looks just like the Wells house. Oh my God, look at that little teeny baby bed.
Yeah. And did you see how they go down?
Yeah, it goes down under. They're under in the mud.
Yeah.
They're under. Jesus.
And see that the icing is like almost like stairs or like a ladder.
It's to me, this is all the same. It's all the same. It's all the same information. It's all the same people. It's all the same. They have a TV. They always have a TV.
I know.
Always have a TV. And a mattress. Blankets. Wow. All right. Well, our goal here is just to keep digging and to get this story to a point where it will make a difference to future children, and your daughter will have justice, and justice comes in all different ways. It does. For these children, it's going to come in the form of their story being told. Look at all these mattresses.
You know, and did you ever notice that most of them have like a Winnie Pooh in there too somewhere?
They all have stuffed animals. I didn't notice the Winnie the Pooh as much as I did Barbie dolls and dolls.
Yeah.
Barbie dolls and stuffed animals. And lots of pajamas.
Yeah.
Lots of pajamas. And blankets. And everything and all the photos, and it's just a mess. And sippy cups and bottles.
I don't know how people could live like that.
That's a lot. It's a lot. Arbana,
Huh.
you're an incredible woman. You're going to sleep well tonight. Are you exhausted?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just the beginning. I don't know. I don't know if you want to answer any questions or not. Are you exhausted? I think we should call it a night.
Yeah.
Or do you want to answer some questions?
What kind of
I don't know. I think you've gone through a lot, and I think that tonight was enough. It's a lot of information to soak in, and it's emotional on so many levels. I know I'm wiped out, and it's being told through you, you know. Wow. What would you like to do next?
I don't know.
Um,
I was thinking,
think about that tonight. Like, think about how you're going to proceed, because the FBI will call you. And how you want to proceed. I told them that I think you might be in danger. I don't know. I said,
yeah, I kind of feel that too.
because I feel as if, you just exposed a story. And if you feel as if your life is in danger from exposing all of this, you should call the FBI, who already has this written down, and say, here's the deal. I just exposed the shit out of this, and we need to move forward. And they will protect you immediately. I don't, what, you know what? Can you send me your address in chat? Don't do it here.
Yeah,
Just send me your address on what's on wait, either on my phone or in Messenger, and I will call them to let them know this is what went on tonight, and that you yourself also feels if you're in danger, and they will get right on it.
okay.
You tell me if that sounds good.
Yeah,
Because they will call you and ask if you feel like you are in immediate danger, and you're going to tell them yes. Because I feel like you should.
all right.
I do. What will your husband do?
He'll back. He'll back me.
That's awesome.
I just gotta hide my gun.
Good. Good. That will be my next step. I will call them and just get it rolling. Thank you so much. I will be talking to you tonight. I will give you another phone call tonight privately. And I think that's the next step, is to get you safe.
Okay.
And that's Salt Lake City, Utah. That's who's in charge, not your state. It's Salt Lake City FBI department. It's you won't have to deal with them over by you.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much. This is going to be good. Go lay down on the couch and just close your eyes with your husband for a little bit.
I know.
And just close your eyes for a little bit.
I know I'm drained.
You're drained. Yeah. It's draining. I'm going to go now. I'm going to have some dinner. I'm first going to make my phone call for you, and then I will call you back. Okay? God bless you, and thank you so much for sharing an incredible story. You spoke to me the words of spirit. You spoke words for so many people that were victimized and they didn't have a choice. You spoke words for them. You spoke words for them. It's a very, very, very big step. No one does that. You're very, very strong. And you spoke for the children that I hear speaking to me. And they want to say thank you, and they are crying with joy.
All of it's for my daughter. That's what I will do.
Your daughter loves you. She's really proud of her mama. She loves you. And now she understands. It's a very, very big step. She loves you. That's what I just keep wanting to say. I felt that love before I even talked to you on the phone. I told you that. Go get some rest. I will definitely call you one more time tonight.
Okay.
Okay. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye. Wow. Wow. I don't even know what I am right now. This is going to be interesting. Thank you all for being here. God bless you all. And just thank you for all of your support. May justice come to these children. And seriously, may everyone truly hear their story from the eyes of the children. She spoke Spirit's word. She spoke for the children, you guys. She was able to put herself out there and speak it. That is what we do here at WCIA Network, and that is all we do. I love you all. God bless you all. Good night, guys.